Using Turkey Decoys, William Hovey Smith, 2013. I'm the author of Backyard Deer Hunting, and this year we had a new turkey decoy to try out.
This is Hovey Smith with Hovey's Outdoor Adventures. And we got us a new toy to play with, Roger and I, we do. And this is a strutting turkey. And when this critter is put together, it moves in a half circle. So Roger, I'm going to give you the official turkey knife here.
This is what it looks like.
You tear into this thing.
All right. We're going to... Woo-wee. Look at this now. What I'm talking about. This is a bad looking boy right here now. Oh, I like that fancy beard. Boy, nice beard there. A full body. Yeah, got this. Got all kind of interesting paraphernalia down here, Hovey. Here we go. Here we go.
You know, this is one of these some assembly required items that strikes fear and terror into us hunters.
Mm-hmm. I just love some assembly required. This. All right, that's a nice. Ooh, okay, now look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that tail.
Okay.
There's the tail. That's the back. There's the front. Goes on here something like this, I think. I bet it does. Man, look at that. Pops right in there. Goes right through there. Yeah, look at that. Here we go. Some assembly required on the tail. Now, Reality Series Remote Strutter. Tom with motor stake. Remove the 4 wing nuts that anchor the motor box battery cover to the box. Okay. Install 4 AA alkaline batteries. Pay particular attention to the polarity. That's good. Replace the motor box cover and replace the wing nut. We're going to charge this baby up with some new batteries. Make it happen. Making sure we're checking the polarity the correct way. And we're going to see if we can't get this strut time to go. Alright, one more time. Which will work. There he goes. Look at that. It's going. It's working like it's supposed to. Oh, look at that. Look at that movement.
Yeah, I think that might do.
We're going with it. We're going with that now. Oh, this looks really good.
Now, interestingly, as you hold it there, I see you have 2 stakes, and you also have a 3rd support stake that attaches on that, so it gives it a firm attachment down to the ground, even considering the weight of the decoys.
Right.
So, yeah, that should hold even in some wind.
And then we're going to install this key in the back of there. Now, look at that. That's going to be perfect. Now, let's put the gobbler on top of there. If we can't get this thing tighten up a little bit. There we go. There it is. Now then, you'll push that doggone button. And let's see how this thing's going to do. Are you ready? One more time. Here you go. He's going around. Going around. Oh, I like that fancy beard. I'm going to show you his tail.
Now that stands up a good 2 feet and then a couple of inches, I would think. Still 2 feet of height on the bird, so they'll be able to see that a long ways.
Oh, yeah.
Valentino is deployed along a power line cut in some planted pines in central Georgia. And you can see him rotating here with 2 foam decoys. Now, we actually had a turkey come to Roger's calling, but the turkey may or may not have seen the decoys, and at any rate, it did not approach it close enough for a shot. But here you can see Valentino in all his glory. There's a little breeze out there, but he's turning a half circle left and right.
Now, this is our first setup at Charlie Elliott, also known as the Clybel WMA in Georgia. And we got some geese out there, and our turkey decoy is doing its thing. Valentino, the strutter, is rotating, as you can see. And the reason I set up here is because this area
was burned over about 3 or 4 years ago in a controlled burn. And the area around it is extremely thick, except for these roads which are cut and maintained. Consequently, turkeys can't make it through that stuff very well, so they trot up and down the roads to do their social activities. And so I set up here at the dam in the intersection of 3 roads. But we had gahonks come in, but no turkey. Well, at least you wonder how all this stuff gets carried around. Well, this is how. We got shooting bag, of course a decoy, gun, and all the rest of this junk.
Here is what Charlie Elliott hunted with, which you can see is much less equipment.
And I'm set up under that green tree back of Valentino. And we have 1 turkey over in this direction, 2, and then panning around the field, you can get an idea of how large this field is. And any turkey coming into it would be able to see the decoys. And actually we did get a turkey in. And we called in a hen, and she came in to about 4 yards. So she was right on top of my decoy. On this setup, I'm about 2 miles into a wildlife management area. And I've got Valentino deployed, and you can see him off to the left side of the frame, as well as 3 of my other foam decoys. And this setup is between an area that has been freshly burned earlier this year. And behind me is a tract that has been not burned. So we have a change in management practice. We have a little food plot here, and this should be an ideal place for turkeys. The reason I came this far in is they're actively cutting timber on another part where I actually planned to set up earlier today. But that area was so noisy, it was just not possible to do anything. So I didn't even bother with that. I just kept walking until I found a more likely spot. And sure enough, on the road behind me, I got up and looked around just a few minutes ago, and there are indeed turkey tracks on it. But they did not come this way this day. Well, we've got Valentino and Helga set up in a food plot in the middle of a cutover area. You can see the area in the background is pretty thick, but there are roads coming into this food plot. And it's noon about now, and absolutely nothing happened. Now, one thing you can see is, although I do not have the decoy activated, Valentino there is turning in the wind a little bit. And that's true if you have enough breeze to actually move him. Yet another setup with Valentino, this time in planted pines along some roads and field trails, but no turkeys.
And trusty Blunderbuss and I have just concluded a successful turkey hunt. Yep, we sure have. So while my partner went somewhere else, I stayed where I was and set up some decoys out on the road that you'll see. And sure enough, 2 tom turkeys came down the road right there. Look, 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 look. Now, Blunderbuss has a very short range, about 25 yards. And as the 2 were walking down, one pulled ahead and gave me a clear shot at the head. And I fired, and it went down instantly. So let's go look at the decoys and the turkeys.
Well, now you see my 3 decoys and the turkey lying very near where it was shot, just on the opposite side of the road. Well, here we have trusty Blunderbuss, yep, and turkey. A nice bird, about a 2-year-old, about a 9-inch beard, I say,
And reasonable spurs. Those are 1-inch spurs are very near. So that's a decent bird. And of course, blunderbuss.
Although tried in several localities this year, the strutter actually took no part in this kill. Now, I am the author of Extreme Muzzleloading and also Backyard Deer Hunting, as well as Practical Bow Fishing and Crossbow Hunting, and all of these are available as ebooks. Got new ebooks coming out too, an 8-book series on muzzleloading. Here is a panel that shows all the books. Out right now is Shooting and Maintaining Your Muzzleloader. These books are available on Amazon.com and most other ebook outlets. Now, I also have 2 longer videos that give the details of young blunderbuss's turkey hunt on my YouTube channel. For more information on my books, blogs, and videos, go to my website at www.hoviesmith.com. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye, and God bless.